Salut everybody. I was following up the case of Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie since what happened to her last year and after that what happened to him. And I was reading all the documents, all the articles, I was watching all the video clips, all the news and everything. But what is bothering me that I want to talk about it tonight is that I still believe that Brian Laundrie is alive. I tell you why I believe so. You see, Brian killed Gabby, came home, stayed with his parents. They obviously talked. They talked to the lawyer. They appointed a lawyer. They talked to the lawyer, and then they went on camping. They came back, and all this time they knew that Gabby is dead. I mean, at the time that he came home with Gabby's car, I think everybody would know that Gabby is not coming back, right? Then after that, they announced that Brian is also missing, strangely, and they said that he went camping at the place that they used to go camping all the time. And they knew this place is not safe at this month. It's heavy raining, it's flood, and there are all these kind of animals who might harm Brian. But in any ways, they let this guy to go camping there. These parents, the parents who hide everything from the Petito family. Okay, so I think these guys, first of all, I should say that whatever I'm saying in this video, this is only purely my thought and my theory about the case. So I don't have any document to prove it. I don't have anything against Petito family or against Laundrie family. This is as an observer of the crime case, this is my feeling about this case. That this guy, Brian, killed Gabby, came home, explained what happened to his parents, and the parents start to find solution to hide the case and to get this guy out. If you have watched the interview of Brian's sister, she explained that she wanted to be honest and she wanted to tell everything to the police, but she doesn't know much. When she told the parents to go forward and tell the truth, the parents cut her off. Even the family lawyer explained, like on the interview, the family lawyer says that he is the lawyer for Brian, for his parents, but not from the sister. So when somebody in their family wanted to be truthful, they cut her off. So now back to my theory why I say Brian is still alive. See, I don't believe that Brian's parents would let him go to this place to just be eaten by animals. They didn't even want to tell the truth to get their son to jail. I mean, like, they didn't even want their son to be investigated, right? So they hide everything. They hide the truth that Gabby was dead, even though they knew. And they were trying to find a way that they could get Brian out of this shit, okay? But the thing is, I believe they got a lawyer, and the lawyer explained to them that what he can do is like probably to say it was like it was not a homicide, it was manslaughter, it was because they were fighting, blah blah, all this crap. But eventually Brian would go to jail. But they didn't want Brian to go to jail. They want Brian to live a happy life and free. So they planned all these things, that they sent off Brian to a place that he supposedly is eaten by shark or crocodile, whatever. And then they could bring some shit and show to everybody that this is the remaining of Brian, right? And those shit that they brought, what is that? They have dental record, which is showing that this is Brian. And who is giving dental record? This is their family dentist. Their family dentist gave the document to FBI that, yes, this teeth that you found is Brian and this is the document, blah, blah. Okay, so this could be anybody. Like, okay, I don't want to accuse anybody, but this is my theory. it could easily be one of the family member who is dead or whatever, like if they had a grandparent or if they had a nephew or somebody who is dead and they know that this person is dead and they have their dental record with the same dentist that all of them are going. They are the record and they know where this guy is buried. They can just go, took the teeth and put it there. They found a piece of a skeleton, but the DNA result is coming inconclusive. Which means, why? Like, why inconclusive? You see, so this finding of the teeth and proving that is Brian I'm not buying it. Sorry. I don't know who made the record or whatever. I'm not accusing. But the whole thing to me is like, no, I'm not believing that. And then now we found out what is written in the journal that this guy was keeping, that he was such a nice person who killed Gabby as her own request because Gabby was hurt. What? Okay, if my fiance is hurt and he's asking me, please help me out of this pain, I will not just kill him. Who on earth would ever think that, okay, I love you so much, so if you're bleeding, I'm gonna kill you. And then the other thing that is a lie is that Gabby was freezing because Wyoming was so cold, blah, blah, which is another lie, that in the middle of summer, it was not freezing cold. Okay, so basically whatever the story that Brian was telling us, that he was such a nice guy and now he killed himself because he could not bear living without Gabby and shits like that, I'm not going to buy any of that. This is our total bullshit. And this guy who is so narcissist, who is writing such a shitty letter as his suicide letter to tell us the whole story, is giving us so much bullshit. You think that he's going to kill himself because of someone else whose life doesn't even matter to him? Like, in all his notes, there is no respect for Gabby. There is nothing for Gabby. It's just me. I'm so good. I'm so nice. I'm so blah, blah. I'm so love. See, this guy is not the kind of guy who would kill himself. I think he just put all this out because he didn't want to go even one day to jail, to spend one day in jail. And this is like, I'm sure they tried to get the good lawyer, and I'm sure they would get him out. Like, they would not let him spend much time in prison. But even for that, they didn't want to take the risk. They didn't want even to spend one day in prison. So that's why they faked all these things, the death and all this bullshit, so that they have enough time that they can get the guy out, or maybe still in the United States with a new name, new document, whatever, because they seem that they have good connection. So probably Brian is living somewhere, having new fiance, and probably beating the shit out of the new girl and living his own life. I want to hear your thought on this. I really want to know if you believed in all this document, all this bullshit that they're giving us, or if not, what is your theory? What do you think happened to Brian? About the killing also, my theory is because Gabby was growing really fast. She was lovely, she was successful, and she was doing really, really good. Brian, the insecure guy he couldn't handle it. And that's the reason that they were fighting. And because Gabby said that he was not happy that I'm having my own website and blah, blah. So Brian was not happy that Gabby is growing so fast and is getting out of his hand. He cannot control her anymore. He killed her. That's the reason that he killed her. Now this is my thought. If you have any other theory, if you know more information, if you think something else, just leave the comment, please. And hopefully we can solve the issue on our side, even though that is not possible probably to go to court with all these things. Maybe at least we can figure out what might happen that makes sense to everybody. Thank you for watching my video. Bisous bisous.